Hey there, everybody! Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Wild Sea from Felix Isaacs, a indie game about flying ships across the tops of trees. I am the Game Master Johananon.
I am the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. I'm Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective, turned tabletop titan, and improv comedian. And since it's Thursday and we're playing Wild Sea, I'll be reprising my role as Surast, the sentient colony of spiders.
We didn't talk about what order people go in. Misha, you could go, and then Matt, and then Kian.
Alright, yeah, I am Misha. I am playing Anna Kian, the girl who might be dead, also might be out here to kill monsters, also might be out here to just cause as much chaos as possible while shooting lightning. You can also find me on the podcast Dice Carnival.
Woo!
Oh, I can't.
Oh, hey, Matt, you gotta push to talk.
Hey folks, I'm Matt Murphy. I'm a theatrical scenic and lighting designer out of Houston, Texas. But tonight, I am Oshin, a soft-bellied squid fruit bearer.
It's been a while. Are you still pregnant?
Even more pregnant than ever before.
He's all full of guns.
They just keep putting stuff up there.
That's how it works.
I'm Kian. I'm a pretty little princess, but tonight I am the beta iron giant based on information, also known as Big Boy. You're welcome.
Hey, yeah. Where we last left off, you guys were waylaid by pirates searching for someone who was aboard your ship under false pretenses. The Forsaken Prince, you guys gave him such a great name. Let me see. I was just looking at, Crown Prince Snake Thrillinall. So yeah, I didn't do that. But yeah. So he is on the ship with you guys. You guys are docked on the city, the Beetle city that is on the back of a giant beetle. There is a festival going on to celebrate the suggestion was to celebrate the opening of a red light district. We're going to pull away from the overt sexual nature of that, and we're just going to say things are changing. There's a carnival. Gambling is happening more. There is a new drug on the street. And people are kind of celebrating this new, direction for the city, I guess. There's a festival going on. New gambling house opening up.
Can that be like a festival in like the honor of like a local crime lord or something then? Whoever's behind it?
Well, I mean, it's in the honor of the new king.
Okay, so
Yeah.
sort of.
So sort of, yeah. The new king, Orin Thrillinall.
Which of the Beatles is this city on? Is
Ringo.
it Paul or is it Ringo?
It's Ringo.
It's Ringo!
Yeah, you guys should go check out the Octopus's Garden.
Really like
I hear there's a lot of
this.
children there.
It's a strange amount of children, yes.
I've never been to the back of a giant bug before.
Wait,
I feel like you had.
Is that like a garden full of octopi?
I think they prefer to be called octopuses.
Octopus?
Hey, before we jump off this ship, can we repair some of our stuff and heal some of our stats?
You guys have to take like a downtime if you want to, which is fine.
I'm gonna need to do that. My aspects are all like super injured.
Yeah, man. I wasn't sure if you guys were going to do that, so I wasn't ready. But
Oh no.
we could do
We talked about it last time, you bastard.
You talked about it, but you didn't say you were going to do one. Montage. Here we go. Yeah.
Where's the ass?
You guys want... So you have options during the montage. You can do tasks. Amongst those are like exploration, where you can set up for upcoming scenes, talk to local NPCs, that kind of stuff. You can do acquisition, so like where you're looking to unload cargo, fishing, hunting, herb gathering, petty theft, apparently, gather rumors. Another action, recovery, sounds like what Gary wants to do. It's part and parcel of a wild setter's life to suffer a few scrapes, so you can spend time healing yourself with specimens or using salvage to repair your gear. You can let a ship's surgeon tend to your wounds. You can visit a portside hospital or treatment center, drinking and laughing your mires away at a junction house if your mires are high. You can use salvage and cargo items to repair damage to your own vessel, and putting your ship into dry dock for repairs. So that's there. Also, this is the time that we've discussed this a few times. You can create. Using a task to create allows you to combine resources, grant temporary aspects for yourself or your crewmates. This might come in the form of lashing together some salvage to create a weapon or tool useful for the situation. Mixing alchemically useful specimens to create potent but potentially dangerous concoctions. Cooking a meal for yourself or your crewmates to fortify them against hunger, cold, or sickness. And then, yeah, temporary aspects. These temporary aspects come with a name, a track, and all that stuff, just like the rest of them. Creation, so you're going to roll and then see how well you do with that. There's also projects. You can start a project. Projects are mostly freeform. You might start a project to earn the trust of a recalcitrant passenger, to study an ancient artifact, or even to build an outrider ship from scratch. So essentially, if you want to do something big, start a project. And then also you can take longer montage. But those are kind of what you can do. All of you, since some of you are going to be doing this, all of you have the opportunity to do this. So each one of you, pick what you don't have to do the same thing. You can all do different things.
I can heal my aspects. I only have a little bit of damage to my Titanic thing, but I can just make that go away.
In theory, you could try.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. Do you have what's your aspect that's damaged?
Titanic. I'm a big boy.
So your big metal form is damaged. What salvage do you have that you think you could use to repair that?
Iron ore.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. You want to use that? So.
Yeah.
Roll a d6.
Just one?
Yep. Keon's going to be the first wild sailor to make this roll.
Yeet!
Ooh,
Man, that's good, right?
That's the one.
It's like golf? It's like golf, right? Say it's like golf.
Oh, it's not like golf. Sorry.
Felt like golf. So, this is a disaster. That's what it's called. Add an extra mark of damage to an aspect, ship rating, injury check, or mire.
Yeah, I do have a. That's perfect because one of my mires is my body cracks and splits, weakness spreading. So I'm gonna do that.
Wait, what are you doing? The cracks.
I have a mire called my body cracks and splits, weakness spreading.
Yeah, so go ahead. Yeah, mark that mire. And that can come into play in the future. For sure.
Is my iron ore gone too?
Yeah.
Like I used it?
Yeah, you like spilt it all over yourself and you're like, ah! Didn't work.
Hey, Jahan, are you sure it's 1d6 and not 2?
Yes.
And why does it say doubles on that recovery result?
It does say doubles.
How the hell would you roll doubles on a 1d6?
Because
it doesn't.
That's a good point.
12 either.
Maybe you got to roll more, Keon. Let me see.
I didn't see anywhere where it said 1 or 2 on that page.
Yeah, I didn't see anywhere where it said.
It's all good.
Maybe it's like a regular roll where you have to pick out your
Maybe you have to use your stuff. Yeah.
You might get to use iron on it.
Maybe. All right, Keon. do-over.
I would say it looks like you get to roll at least another one.
Yeah, it does. Gary's right. It does specifically say doubles on that thing. So I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Go ahead and roll. Pick an aspect first off, or not an aspect.
Iron,
Yeah, iron. Iron's good.
and that's it.
And then, do you have any skills that would help you repair your body?
I have 2 in repair.
Oh, yes. So yeah, absolutely.
That'll work, huh?
Yeah, that'll work.
So I get 4 total,
You get 3
but
total.
3 now.
That's right.
3 total,
In this
2 now?
system, you keep your highest die, and
Yeah, so
that's
just roll
why
2
it
more.
doesn't go up to 12. Doy.
What, Gary?
In this system,
Hey.
you keep your highest number. You don't add them together.
Yes,
and that's why
correct.
it doesn't go up to 12.
So that is still a disaster, but with a
Sick.
twist.
Hey.
So 1, 2, and 3 are all disaster, but you roll doubles, so you get a twist. The twist is you don't consume the resource used to carry out your recovery.
Hey.
So you still take an extra point of damage, but you don't waste your ore. So something good did come of it. Thank you, Gary. Who's next? Who wants to do their task next?
I would like to do the same thing, except with the specimen instead of the salvage. I'd like to try to clear one of my aspects, shirk the skin,
Okay.
which is more spiders, and so I would like to use one of the mushy lumbo fruit I got in the first
To try and
episode.
attract more spiders to your colony?
That's exactly correct.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. That is a thing that you can do. How you building your role here?
I think I would like to use, maybe grace. I think I would like to do this nice and gracefully.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll a little twosies. I've rolled a 5 and a 4, so the 5 is the high one.
So,
You're for the high one.
conflict, heal 1 mark of damage to an aspect, ship, rating, injury check, or mire. So consume your expenditure. The mushy lumbo fruit is no more. But you do get to heal 1 damage to your shirk the skin.
Man, 1 damage. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I need to stop shirking the skin.
Yeah, so you guys are starting to see how it's not necessarily the easiest to get these things back. But, I mean, if you guys do this, because you don't really do it often, it's been 7 episodes since you've tried to heal anything. So, you know what I mean? Maybe be more upkeepy.
Yeah, I think I'll try a recovery.
Okay.
I am going to. So this is more of recovery to myself. I'm going to, try to recover my ground zero overload.
Okay.
And that's more of like my big epic attack. And I'm going to do so by basically just taking some me time, almost. And for that, I'm going to make use of the cashmere sweater that I stole to get comfy and basically cozy up to the fucking nightmare cocoon
Weird.
and just take some me time.
Yeah, how do you want to roll that?
So I would say that would be, I'd say a combination of tides and maybe sense, since I'm like spiritually bonding with the nightmare cocoon while I'm kind of giving myself some self-care, you know?
Sure.
So that's 3d6, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's 3d6. See how you
So
do.
I forget how to roll.
Slash roll space 3d6.
I
You
didn't
can use the
put
quick
space.
roll up at the top left.
Yes, also there's a
All right, that is a 5.
A 5. You heal 1 mark on your aspect. Consume your cashmere sweater.
Finally, a use for that thing.
And Matthew.
I would like to make. Do y'all hear that beeping?
No.
I think you're.
Matt.
I think you're being possessed.
I think you're being like messed with.
My shit is haunted right now.
Is Kevin just pranking you this whole
That'd be
time? in the
really
other
funny.
room? That would be
hilarious.
dope.
Was Kevin real?
No.
How have we been imagining him this entire time?
You can't make that shit up.
Okay.
Matt, are you okay?
Do you need an adult?
Sorry. Yeah. No. The push to talk thing. It literally the sound it was making. I couldn't even hear myself think.
That's weird. so you're pushing the talk and it's going wee.
Yeah. Basically.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, here's what I want to do. Grapple hand. I'm gonna put a buzzsaw onto it.
That sounds like you're starting a project.
Yeah.
Somebody walks up to you wearing a Lowe's apron. It looks like you're trying to start a project. Yeah. So
Is it a paperclip person?
Oh no. Oh no.
I will. Yeah. So I'm going to make a track for you.
Awesome.
Buzz hand. Okay. So, you're starting a project. So, this is a track. It's a secret track. Well, it's not a secret. Secret tracks are tracks I don't tell you exist. This is a hidden track. So, you know that there's a track. You don't know how long it's going to take you to fill it up. But you start working on this buzz hand. So, doesn't say what to roll, though. Okay, so working on a project. There are multiple ways to mark off boxes of a project track. You'll likely use a mixture when working on your own project, depending on the situation. So time. You can often mark off a box just by spending some time working on a project. Even without rolling, steady practice and hard graft at all have their place. Not all projects can be marked in this way, however. So rolls is a quicker way, but riskier way to make project on your progress. It's just like you'd roll for a normal action. And then resources. Sometimes the best way to get a project moving along is to spend one of your resources on it. Some projects, such as crafting, might require specific resources. So what resource do you have? Do you have a buzzsaw?
I have a buzzsaw hand.
You have a buzzsaw hand that you ripped off of a robot earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
That should work.
Consume that to start the project, and I'll just say you get a free box on there. If you want to make more progress, you'd have to roll, but you risk losing progress if you roll a disaster.
Since I'm combining with my grapple hand, does that give me another die?
No.
No. Okay.
Working on your own hand is actually more difficult.
Then yeah, I'll just keep it.
Okay.
Keep it out of it.
Cool. Matt starts progress on a buzzsaw hand. So,
I have a question.
Yeah.
If he has a buzzsaw hand while he's pregnant, do the babies come out with buzzsaw hands too?
that is not how biology works.
Okay, because this is a biologically accurate game.
It is.
If we decide it does. I think he should be able to enhance his babies by doing that.
Baby enhancement.
Yeah.
You've come to the right place.
Would you like your babies to have chainsaws for hands? You've come to the right place.
But yeah,
Great Ukrainian accent.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
are all these accents you're carrying now as like? Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. So we.
As a resident Ukrainian, that is 100% completely correct. All accents are actually Ukrainian. Even the ones which aren't. They're all Ukrainian, automatically.
Yep.
We're all speaking Ukrainian accents right now.
Soy Ukraine. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
that's good. That's Ukrainian.
I did it in
like
Spanish. So you guys are at the Beetle City.
That's crazy.
It was a good one. So you guys are all parked at the city. You guys took some time because you felt the sting of being at sea for so long and not resting. But yeah, you guys are in port. There's all kinds of stuff going on. While you guys were having your downtime montage, the sun set, and the festival began. There are all kinds of lanterns being lit. There's a parade going through the street. Lots of music you can hear throughout the whole city. What are you guys doing?
Let's walk. We're gonna take in the sights.
All right.
What do you guys want to do with the prince?
We dressed them up like white chicks, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Remember?
I forgot about that. Yes, I remember now. They are dressed.
I'm the captain.
They are dressed like the Wayne's brothers from the White Chicks. Yep. So yeah, you guys are walking with the incognito prince and his associate through the streets. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Lots of food. It is a nice festival, but you can definitely tell that it's a little different from some of the other festivals you've been to. There is an underlying. You can tell people are like doing drugs. You see the gambling house. People getting thrown out in the street with nothing, naked, after all their possessions have been stripped from them. That kind of thing. There is like a sour tone to the festivities going on.
Man, also, people are having a great time.
This seems like the kind of place I could pick up some followers. Do you think I could send out some of my fools to, evangelize?
Ooh, that could be interesting in a new city. Yeah. Make a roll.
I would like to use veils and finesse. I have 2 in finesse. And yeah, that's it.
Are you saying panache or finesse?
Finesse.
Okay. I thought you were saying panache. Alright. I don't know why those sound the same, but they do. Go ahead and make that roll, yeah. My name's Rod. I like to party.
No, I like to party. You can't also like to party.
No one parties but me.
I'm the stunt man.
Classic.
Greatest movie of all time. Is that your roll, Matt?
Yeah.
The 335?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, we'll deal with that here in a second. I like that you used veils to do it. So you send out your followers, the worshippers of the root, to spread the good word about the holy life giver that you are. And they do. They do so in a creepy, secretive way. And there are definitely competing religions here, so this is going to get interesting. What else would y'all like to do while you're here?
So if these people are being kicked out of the gambling hall, stripped naked and all, that means there's some room which is hoarding all of their possessions. I'd like to figure out a way to get into that room and get some cool shit.
Okay, so you guys want to heist the casino.
Yes.
Okay. You're free to walk into the casino.
I'm going to scout the casino in order to find a way to heist it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a... you could do either tides or veils.
I've got tides.
Yeah, do tides. That's to understand things.
I've got tides, and I've got 1 in stealth.
You can do stealth. Stealth works. Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll. She walks into the
Well, we're
casino.
not sneaking. A sense. I have 2 in sense though.
Sensing works too.
Cool.
For you to like notice stuff.
Yeah. Let me roll that. That's a triple.
That's an interesting roll. All right. So that means you succeeded with a twist. Let's go ahead and check this out real quick. This is, I would say, it's none of those, but that's okay. So you do successfully scout out the area, but your twist is somebody sees you doing it. Someone can tell that you're casing the place. You're unaware of this fact for now. But what do you do after you're done casing the joint? So it is, I'll describe it a bit. You walk in. So this particular gambling house, it's not like the biggest one. It's just the one that you saw pretty close. And it has just a bunch of tables laid out. It's a pretty plain, like, clay building. It has some fancy tapestries hanging on the walls of, like, blues and purples and just, like, the expensive colors. And it has a sign. We'll say it's called the... I don't want to name it that. The Lucky... we'll just call it the Lucky Duck. Just because. It's the Lucky Duck Casino. But yeah, you notice that they definitely have a holding area for all their wealth in the back. It's kind of it's not a vault situation, it's like a cage. It's a window with bars, and then like that's where you get your chips and stuff. That's where you turn things in. And it's like they're locked behind there by like a door. An iron door. That's where the good stuff is.
Alright, so I think this is one where I'd have to conscript Zaras. And Kian, what's your character's name?
Boy.
Big boy.
Boy? Big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go find Zarast and Big Boy. And I'm gonna be like, I have an idea. Because I think there's cool stuff. And a bit of a hush tone. I think there's cool stuff over there in the back. Really cool stuff. And I want cool stuff.
Every
Want cool
great
stuff? Let's
place
get cool stuff.
starts with a wonderful idea. And I'm ready to have another great day. What about you, big boy?
Could use some bling and the thrill of adventure. I'll join. I have a question. You said there's a new drug on the streets, John. You think we can score some in this casino?
If you want to.
It's been so long since I've had some quality smack. I'd like to try it.
I would also like to recover some specimen.
Does a robot have drugs?
He's a party robot.
Just don't question it.
Yeah. What were you saying, Matt?
I would like to go visit the druggist as well.
Okay. Well, I have a good name for this guy. You'll come across a we'll make it an ectus. So he's one of the cactus people. He's not very big. Normally they're pretty towering. This guy's
Not one of the mushroom people?
no, those are the Gao.
He's not gonna.
Oh, do you want it to be one of the Gao?
I think she meant for the drug dealer to be a mushroom
They're
guy.
both drugs. You can also get high on cactuses, but
Those are the really intense ones.
that's
Heard
fine.
that from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, there is. We'll make it a Gao. There's no reason he had to be an ectus. Yeah, sure. A little Gao man in the corner of an alleyway, and he's not like, "Hey, come get some drugs." He's just sitting there, and you see people come talk to him, and then leave, and you could tell.
Excuse me, young man. We would like to buy drugs for 2 people and 1 pregnant person. pregnant with 2 children. So enough drugs for them as well.
Wait, what about me?
Oh, would you like drugs?
Yeah, sounds fun.
Let's make that 4 drugs.
Because of what you're doing,
I want
I need you to roll a communication check here.
Gladly.
Because this guy's like, oh fuck, the cops.
So I'm definitely not using veils here. Let's use.
Veils would work.
You think veils would work?
Oh, absolutely. Veils is like the edge of the criminal underworld.
How about veils and outwit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Veils. No advantage. No cut.
No, I'm not cutting you on the get drugs from the mushroom man roll.
I've rolled double 5s.
Double 5s. So, the fact that you're a Zealocry simply enough, they're not common in this city. They're not really common anywhere. He doesn't think you're a cop. He'll be like, all right. He'll like look around. Is anyone else with you?
Yeah, everyone's
Everyone's with you. So everyone comes corners this mushroom man, says 4 drugs, please. He looks around. He's like, oh, jeez. He's like, yeah, sure. What do you have for trade? He'll say kind of nervously.
We did kind of go up to a guy in the middle and just yell, drugs!
I got something I could trade if you don't got anything.
Oh, I was going to give you this circuit board I found. You know, if you plug it into the right computer, who knows what kind of information you might be able to obtain. And that's one of my pieces of salvage.
He'll take it. That's a legitimate trade right there. Ooh, pre-verdant tech. Very nice. Yeah, this will get you. He'll hand you, he'll put them between his fingers. He has 4 little clay pots. They're like real small, little. They look kind of like vials. They have like a long neck, and they're completely closed. And he's like,
all right,
here you go.
I'll give everyone one little
A way
clay
to
vial.
insight a person in this game, like just to make sure he's legit giving us his stuff.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Go ahead. Let's see. I mean, that would be Tides is probably for you the best bet.
Yeah, tides.
I'm the stuntman.
Yeah, like tides and cents.
Yes. That sounds like an insight roll to me.
Six.
Great success. Yeah, you can tell that you guys got a pretty decent deal on this. He likes what Gary gave him for some reason. You do get that's extra information for you. It does not seem like he's ripping you off.
Yeah, it's legit. It looks like he likes your circuit board.
Good, we found that one in a very dangerous place. I'm glad we could use it to buy 4 drugs for everyone.
Are drugs fun? What is drugs?
Well, I don't know. Let's find out. And I'll take the top off of my clay vial and consume what's inside this vial.
Okay. So.
The word somebody I've heard before. Fuck around, find out.
I'm also going to consume the drugs as if I'm racing.
Yeah, it's time for drugs.
It's drugs.
I have to put it in my entry port that is found at the rear of my carapace.
Yeah, they should work faster that way.
Yeah, it's called the boof port. It's where I plug in USBs. So I'm gonna boof these drugs as well.
USB stands for Universal Serial Boof, is that right?
Yes.
A regular human person who isn't like dead or anything. I'm just gonna just down the hatch.
So everybody roll roll some sort of constitution check here to see how well you take the drugs. You could do like iron. You could do Or, I mean, if you want to roll with it, you could do tides to, like, have a journey.
Yeah, I'm gonna do tides and hex.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Or something else?
Hex?
Yeah, I don't know. It's under combat.
I think
Maybe.
that was supposed to be something
Um,
else, but they didn't have it on the character sheet.
Uh,
Yeah, let's see.
Probably hack is what it's supposed to be.
Possibly. Oh, Sheen,
Oh, no, hacks in survival.
you are muted.
Man, I've had one of those before.
You're muted. We can't hear you, bro.
He just went, fuck. It's funny.
Yeah, it's
that-
actually there you go.
So, I rolled Veils and Outwit to try to not act fucked up.
You fail. And are very fucked up, yes. So you guys start wandering the streets. It looks like, Big Boy, you're more or less fine. Gary, you're okay.
Sharps and delve, because I want to delve into my fucking subconscious and ascend to the next plane of existence.
I did grace and outwit. So I'm
You know what?
acting
I'm
everything
going
is
to
fine.
try. I'm
acting
gonna
like
try.
everything's good.
Can I try tide? If I can do a combination of tides and break, can I just have the wackiest trip of all time?
Sure.
Cool.
There are no
And
drug
is
rules.
36 the limit, or since I have 3 in break, does that give me 46? It's been a while.
Yeah, 46.
Alright, that's a 5.
All right. So it looks like, Keon, you are fine, Big Boy. I don't even know what you would experience as a robot, but we can allow it. So yeah, you commune with your core program. So you just see a lot of zeros and ones.
Nice.
Yeah, you see a lot of zeros and ones. You go home to your source code. Matt, you act very fucked up. O'Sheen just starts like throwing like stuff. Oh God!
Do you?
It cut out the part where Gary said "bless," so it sounded like he said "fuck you," which is really funny.
Oh, damn.
Did you say, Matt?
I'm gonna be trying to rub on top of people's heads.
Okay.
Just whoever's in the street.
So you guys do have quite a very powerful. Whatever this stuff is, it's very potent, and it does make you see things. Specifically, you are a giant, soaring over the tops of the wild sea, crawling your way around, and it feels great. Feels great. It's like you're a journey. You're on a journey to nowhere in particular. You're just kind of living your life, and you see a lot of wondrous things. But every now and again, you get splices of real life. You could definitely see how this drug would ruin people's lives, but it is definitely cool. Everybody
Most of them.
comes to. It sounds like none of you were really like the designated driver here.
No.
So, you all, especially with some of those rules, you all wake up in jail.
Oh, gosh.
Every episode, nice.
Yeah, you guys wake up in a cell, in some dungeon. You're not alone. There's like a lot of people in here. A lot of people seeming to suffer from similar side effects as you.
Drug called.
Yeah, you guys are like in like a pile of people that are like, "Ah!"
Does it have like a street name?
The drug.
The drug.
It's called
Yeah.
Scarab.
Bunch of scarab heads.
Yeah.
Are any of my followers with us in jail?
You got a captive audience.
Sure. Yeah, one of your guys can be with you.
Awesome.
The attendant
Do you
of the Holy Mother couldn't be ripped away.
I'm gonna ask him how the hell we ended up here.
Well, you started touching a lot of people's heads and rubbing them.
Those were blessings. Yes.
Yeah, and then I tried to explain that it was good luck. They didn't like it very much, especially when you started moving over to the guards. And once you started rubbing the guards' heads, they just said, "Here's some more scarab heads," and they locked you in jail. So it's a pretty straight line.
Yeah. Well, that's not too terrible of a crime.
No, you guys didn't like murder anybody or anything.
It doesn't sound like you made it far, Ocean.
Well, yeah. So where do we come in to this place? Where's the way out?
That way. So you're in a big stone room, made out of like bricks and like cobblestone, with behind like a whole wall of bars. You can see the gate right there, and there's like a window with bars as well. It's not a very big window, no glass or anything, just 3 metal bars. There's
Can I fucking bend? Can I bend the bars?
I mean, like, probably, but also maybe not. It really depends. Is that what you're immediately gonna go for? Just trying to break out?
How big is this window?
Big enough. You
For
could.
me?
Maybe not.
For big boy?
Maybe not. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I'm not seeing a giant window.
I ended up in jail. Like, what did I do?
Were we just all on drugs too much? Was that it?
Yeah, you were all on drugs too much.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
Just minding your own business. What's wrong with drugs?
yeah, they like to keep the bad ones off the street. If you indulge too much in public, they'll rip you off the street. They don't want the city to get a reputation. Some guy will be talking to you.
Why would they reputation? It's just people having fun and doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
There's the
I learned about drugs like an hour ago.
So you haven't seen the bad part of it
I don't
yet.
know everything, but it feels like I know everything, and it feels nice.
He'll point. He's like, yeah, drugs. There's a downside. He'll like point to like the pile of ODs in the corner, and like they just leave them here. It's like, yeah,
They had the most fun.
They look like lightweights to me.
Oh no.
But yeah, you guys are in jail. What do you guys want to do about it? You can try to break out. There is also a guard, like around the corner, sitting at a desk, like a jailer's desk with like keys. It's exactly how you would imagine.
Can I use my what's the ability called? The vocal recovery to mimic a sound and maybe track the jailer to the bars?
Depends on what sound you want to mimic.
I'm gonna be a pretty lady.
Okay.
That's what all jailers love. They love the sound of pretty ladies.
I'll allow it.
Can I roll? Do I roll?
Do you have to? Is it a markable aspect? Do you have to mark it?
No, I mean I haven't had to thus far, but I guess I could.
Does it say you have to?
No, I only have to burn it if I speak. I can speak the memories of a dead sailor.
There you go. Okay, yeah, you're not doing that. So, that's weird. I forgot you could do that. No, you're gonna have to roll, but you do not have to mark it unless you screw up really bad. So, roll like I would say veils.
I got sharps.
Sharps.
Oh, great. Or I got Grace.
Ooh, Grace works. Yeah, Grace will like tongue.
Grace and Perform.
Yes.
I got 3 Perform, 1 Grace. So I'm gonna do 4d6. Oh, fuck.
Wow, what a roll.
Go ahead and mark
Oh, cow.
your aspect.
Wow. Do I mark it with an O?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
burnt. It's just marked.
So I did a lady, but it wasn't a very pretty lady. He didn't like it.
So, so you are mimicking pretty lady. File not found.
Pretty lady. I'm a pretty lady. Oh God, I'm a pretty lady.
Oh,
Yeah, the guard. You know what? Fuck it. The guard's gonna show up. What the hell was that? He'll look around. Like, someone is. Wait, it's going on in here.
Someone fucking take him out.
Is he by the cage?
I mean, he's
Or yeah.
he's
I
not
have
like
some-
putting his
I have a-
face through the bars, but yeah, he's nearby.
I have a specimen that I feel like might help in this situation.
Yeah,
A living length of vine.
you do have that. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to try to strangle him. Pull him, you know, get him caught on the bars.
Give me a roll here, buddy.
Yeah. All right. So I want to use. I'll use teeth and finesse. That's what I'll use.
It sounds about right.
I got a 6.
I'm so upset. So I'm a pretty lady. What's going on here? And Oshin just holds this poor guy against the bars with this length of vine until he stops moving. It's so all the guards wear armor made out of carapace. Hey, it's a Kevin.
Hey.
Kevin has arrived, and he's not in jail.
Hi, Kevin.
O'Sheen is not in jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say neither is his character.
Yeah. Good win. How's it going?
It's going good, man. How you doing?
Good. Sorry I had to jump in late. You know, things come up, other things come back down. It's laws of gravity. You know how it goes.
Things come up and go back down. Yeah. So welcome back, man. You're just in time for jail.
Always, dude. There's always time for jail.
They did a bunch of drugs. Wound up
in jail.
in Beetle jail. And we're currently in the midst of watching Oshin strangle a man to death through the bars.
Dude, that's exactly right on, dude. Right on. When you say beetle jail, do you mean like insects or?
No, it's
No,
you guys are at the
is.
Beetle city.
Oh,
Yeah. So all the guards are wearing like this carapace armor. The guard here is an ardent, and you are you strangle him until he stops moving. So now there's a very dead guard on the ground.
Before anything happens, I'm gonna take the keys and release everyone from jail, and yell that I am the drug god. I am the plant messiah.
Your follower that's with you will repeat what you're saying. He is the drug god. He is the plant messiah. And yeah, you guys are now out of your jail cell. What's your plan?
man, I thought you said I was going to jail. That was nothing.
I mean, they're not out of jail. They're out of their cell.
What a rip off.
But yeah, what are you guys doing?
Leaving jail.
Okay, so you guys vamoose.
Well, actually, is there anything to be had within a jail. Can we have you guys already tried to scavenge this, for example?
No.
We have not, but there is this cool bug armor on this guard outside on the floor. I just don't wear armor.
Armor? Then I can be tougher.
Or you could try to feed it to your toad.
You guys noticed that your mouth
I
are...
can make armor. I can make armor for Savvy Tooth. What if we made... Okay, let's get the armor off of this man. Who's good at that? I'm not very gentle. I break things.
Yeah, somebody give me an acquire roll for this armor. Who wants to do it?
That's a nose goes and a chin wins.
I have some
See it
scavenge.
and weep.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Scavenge works, yeah.
I'll go grace and scavenge.
Okay.
Edge, grace, skill, savage, no advantage. I've rolled a 6.
You got booned. You got 6. Yeah, so you take the armor off real fast.
Thank you.
As you're doing so, a roll of pictures rolls out of one of the pockets, and it's just like this guy. I guess he was like a family guy. He has his pictures of him with like a very large family. It looks like he was the father of several children.
There's a crumpled note in the other pocket that says, "Have a good day at work, Daddy. Happy birthday."
P.S. Don't forget my cancer medication.
I'm curious as to how somebody looks like he had several children.
He has a roll of pictures with him with a lot of children, and not a
okay.
creepy
We're
way.
just a dad bod.
Everybody
And
got
then
booed.
there's another note that says, "I'm so proud of you. Only 2 more days to retirement."
He has a plane ticket like taped to his desk.
6 of them, one for the whole family.
They're finally taking that trip they've been talking about. Yeah, he's dead though. But you have his armor, and that's the important part.
Misha has his armor.
Ooh, I get beetle armor.
You go ahead and add the aspect beetle armor. You can give it. We'll call it a 3-track for now.
Sick.
It doesn't do anything specific yet, but you have it. But yeah, so
And I was wondering when I could when I'm supposed to use my milestones, because I have the I Hunt Monsters and Thunder God.
that was during that last thing we did, that montage.
Ah,
That's one of the
got it.
things you can
Okay.
choose to do when you're like creating new aspects.
Sweet.
It's okay. You guys can do those more often in the future.
Next time we montage, Malcolm's character is still on the boat, and he's a surgeon, and surgeons can heal aspects like crazy.
Yeah.
During downtime.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys can still have a surgeon. That's fine. He's still there. So, you guys are now in a hallway. There is an equal-sized cage across from where you guys escaped. At the end of the hall to the right, there is the desk with this guy's pictures of his family and his calendar counting days till retirement. And then there's like a door behind there that seemingly leaves out, but also to the left, the mystery corridor. No one knows where that goes.
This calendar here, maybe it's some type of chart that leads to a treasure.
Oh my god, it kind of is, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the calendar.
It's annoying. Write down retirement calendar as a chart.
Where will that take a person?
Barbados.
Yeah, somewhere
You go
sunny.
straight to Luby. Florida.
Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama, to Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go to retirement calendar? What up?
I think we have to pay somebody now.
Oh,
I hope so.
Probably
I
ourselves.
should
that
pay you
sick-ass
for my
calendar.
beautiful pipes.
So you guys are standing near the desk if Gary's taking the calendar. There is a door there, and then also there's the other way, if you so choose.
I would like to take just a peek behind that mystery door.
So it's not a door; it's just a hallway. But if you go down the hallway, like it branches off, you can see stairs going down deeper.
Howdy, hey, I must say, this could be a part where we part ways. I must let you know that as a navigator and an explorer, I am morally obligated to go down mysterious tunnels such as this one. So if you do not want to join, I completely understand. But I must go.
I want to march right on down that bitch.
If you walk down there, I have foreseen that you might meet a cruel and gruesome fate. You may be plucked limb from limb down there.
Ooh, I appreciate the heads up. Maybe I should become incorporeal to avoid that from happening.
Does
Game show announcer says what's behind door number 1. But yeah, so you do descend these stairs. It's the typical spiral staircase going down cobblestone walls and stairs, with some torches along the wall. Exactly what you would expect. Eventually, the torches, like, for some reason, get dimmer, and you enter into it's one room. And at the other side of the room, there's a door with, like, bars on, like a barred little portcullis thing to look inside.
Is the door larger than a normal door?
No.
Okay. I mean, let's portcull, or whatever the verb for that would be. I want to look through the portcullis.
You look in, it is pretty dark, but you do, from the light provided by nearby torches, you can see something like glimmer in there. You look in, it is not a very big room. There's something in the middle. You can kind of hear like a buzzing noise of some kind. And you see some big shape that when the light catches it, you see it kind of shimmer a little bit.
Okay. Can I'm gonna call out, I guess. Did anybody follow me, or am I just like chilling down here by myself?
I'm there.
Definitely, yeah, I'm with you.
Then I'm gonna mention that it's
Well, it appears to be completely fine inside.
Through the glimmer of whatever is reflecting the light, you can see movement behind it.
Yep, appears to be absolutely safe.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw my weapon from my backpack and then become incorporeal and just phase right through that door.
So yeah, you can do that because you're a ghost.
Mark that skill or whatever, or the
aspect.
Excuse me. Aspect.
Do you bring a light source with you?
I don't think that I have one, to be completely honest with you.
I mean, there are torches on the wall.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'll use what I got in there because I don't believe that I'm like phosphorescent or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just curious. So you do go in, and now that you get a better look, you come into this room through the wall, and there is a big glass container in here, like a tank. And inside, you see just a bunch of insects swarming around. And you can see there's like some cloth in there with it as well, and it's just a whole mess of. They look like beetles.
And the tank's like sealed.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the only thing in this room.
Yeah, that's the only thing in the room. You do see like there is that typical like wood plank held to the wall with like chains that acts as like a bed, and then like a hole. But
yeah,
both seem unused. Yeah.
Somebody should change that.
As you're looking at this thing, it does start to reshape. And it starts to form what you'll recognize as a Zealocry. You have a Zealocry friend, it'd be weird if you didn't recognize what they look like. But yeah, a Zealocry made out of beetles kind of starts to take shape inside this jar.
How large is the tank or jar?
Like 6 feet tall and like 3 feet wide.
Oh, and it's what shape? Like a cylinder?
Yeah, it's like a cylinder.
Okay.
Shit. Wow. I believe that there is a living being inside of this container. I would really like to get it back to our ship. But it's quite large, I'm afraid.
I could carry it for you. It kind of looks like Michael Keaton. He was Beetlejuice.
Yep.
That was
Solid.
before. It was from the past. You guys weren't there. Do I have to roll to carry it?
No. You're pretty big. I mean, you can carry it. It is it's like huge, man. It's very cumbersome. Anything that you do while holding it's going to be at a disadvantage. But yeah, when you guys are trying to mess with it, the Zealotcry inside like tries to get out. He's like, hey, but you can't hear anything that he's saying. It's like thick glass. Yeah, do you guys take the jar and just leave? Matt's knocking on it. He'll like step away, like he'll just kind of gesture at the glass. He'll start doing something in Old Hand. Does anyone speak Old Hand?
I might. Let me see. I do speak Old Hand.
Me too.
You guys will start noticing the hand gestures for "Let me out."
I think he would like us to free him from this glass prison.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him out. I don't even care. I've already released everyone else.
Big
Yeah,
boy,
we like to take gambles around here, dude. Let's do it.
Big boy, why don't you just throw that on the floor?
As we said before the emergency, eat this bitch.
For the record, I would have made anyone else roll to pick it up, but he is big boy. And the fact that you're already holding it means that dropping it probably would break it. So, this thing. So, first off, the first thing, it's loud. just want to emphasize that. It's very loud. The glass shatters. And you see, like, some of his beetles do get crushed in this. It definitely hurts the Zealotcry inside. But you'll hear him, he'll stretch out. He'll be like a big swarm for a second. And it's kind of scary because it's very sudden. And then he, like, sucks back in. And you see he's kind of wrapped up in, like, silk tapestries that have pictures on them. Because Zealotcry sometimes use objects as their like outer lining, and his is tapestries. Thank you. We have been long in the dark, so long in the dark. We thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry that all of you have spent so much time locked in that glass tube. That must have been quite frustrating.
Yes, very frustrating. But it is over. Surely the guards heard that. We should leave.
That was already our plan. You fit right in.
Well, howdy, what's your name?
We are Mezak.
Oh, I see.
We'll call him Bingbo.
If you don't
Bingbo
mind me
Star.
asking, what was it you did to wind up in this cell?
Well, we will tell you that when we are free.
You see, all of us are scarab heads. We were all smacking crack down on the street corner, and that's how we got here.
Scarab? He'll say that questioningly. I've not heard of this.
What drugs are. It was crazy. And I start like shaking in place.
He really is a sick, sick man. He'll say that kind of just, to himself. We must all leave this place.
Do you know the way out?
Of course. He'll just go up the stairs.
Yes, lead us, Don.
So you guys will go back to the top of the stairs. I didn't think you guys were going to go look for this guy. That's cool. It's always fun when you make an NPC and people actually find them. You guys go back up to the same level that you were on. And instead of heading towards the jailer's door, you do see there are guards up there now. And they are like, hey, is that Bill? Oh, man, he was about to retire. Like they're wearing like party hats. They have a cake.
Someone call his wife and many children.
Daddy, no.
On bring your daughter to work day. No.
She comes back from the lunchroom with a cupcake and it drops and hits the floor.
For the record, we've done this. We did this bit for a long time in The Expanse. Anytime, because they would savagely murder people, and it's still funny, and I enjoy it very much. But yeah, no, one of the guards will be like, all I ever wanted to do was be a guard like you, Papa, and she'll like look up at you guys, be like, vengeance will be mine, and she'll like start running that way. But Mezok will be like, quickly this way, and he'll like take you guys down another corridor. But I am creating a bad guy for you. Daughter of Bob. This shall be a thing now.
She's not exactly the bad guy in all this.
She's absolutely not the bad guy in any of this. But she is hunting you, Oshin. So Mesok will take you guys around the corner to another jail cell, and he'll open it up and be like, this way.
I think you're confused. This appears to be but another jail cell. We are trying to escape, not further incarcerate ourselves.
This is the way. He'll just like stand by the door and wait for you guys to go in.
Let's go.
Big boy enters. Is everyone else going?
I'm gonna be the last one through that door.
Go.
I'm gonna float like side by side with Big Boy because I'm still incorporeal, so just through the wall.
Nice. So it sounds like people are going in. Eventually, he'll come in as well, and he will start to like rub like his beetles. His hand kind of disappears as it touches the wall, and his swarm will just start touching stuff. And be like, this one, and he'll just pull one of the stones out, and he'll reach inside. And there's like and a secret passage opens up. He didn't trick you. Haha. I thought about it though. It would have been funny.
Yeah, it would.
I was waiting for it. I thought we were gonna slaughter this guy. Dude.
No, I had plans for this guy. So yeah, there is a secret passageway.
Can we put him into Matt when he's not looking and impregnate Matt with an adult Zelicry?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it works?
It's not how it works.
I'm asking the Firefly. Damn it!
You can.
Are you serious? I could throw pushing him off a ledge. I could push him into Matt and make Matt pregnant with yet a third being.
I feel
but this
like
one is an adult Zelicry.
canonically you can put anything inside Oshin.
I feel like this would upset the creators of the game.
Nah, he's a pretty chill guy. We've met him. He's cool. So
This is really upsetting, though.
I asked him about how pregnant I could make my players, and he said very. So we're good to go.
Specifically about impregnating a character with another adult character. Let's do it then. I'm down.
You know what, Kevin? Funny enough,
doing it.
that never came up.
Shocking.
Yeah, we like to ask creators about a lot of the different systems they put in their game and what inspired them, but we forgot to ask about impregnating another player.
Yeah, how many players can we fit inside one another in this system?
We forgot to ask that.
Oh, hey,
Now,
Dungeon.
Is that going to increase in size at some point due to the number of children that he has that for some reason will not be
It's
born?
possible.
They won't get born.
It is possible. Dungeon Mr. Ty's in the chat. We are playing his new game on Friday. So, Dungeon Mr. Ty, how many players in your game can we nesting doll together?
That's good information
guess
for a game
That's
developer.
really important stuff.
That's
What we really want to know is in your system, can we put other creatures inside of another player, and how many of those creatures can we shove in there?
that's the acquired minds want to know. All
Somebody
of
also
them.
decide, come up with a formula for this as well, please.
Well,
That's a
we
lot.
can have an infinite amount of stacked pregnancies.
Yes.
Sounds like your kind of game, Matt.
Dungeon Mr. Ty's new game is on Kickstarter now, and you guys should check it out.
So
What's it
excited
called?
for it. Such a good vibe.
It's called
what's it
New
called?
Varden.
Yeah, New Varden?
Yeah, New Varden.
Spelled exactly like it sounds.
So, I mean,
And you can put as many
after he's-
things inside as you want.
if after he has revealed this passageway and not tricked us, I would like to trick him then, unless it's going to completely ruin your plans for this character. I don't
Nah,
wanna
man,
be
you can
very
do
good.
whatever you want. I got it covered.
Cool. I'm gonna give a heads up to Matt. I'm gonna or to Oshin rather. Excuse me. I'm just gonna stare at him real quick and start to flutter up with my backpack, and I'm just gonna give him a look that I really hope he'll understand. And I'm willing to roll for this look because I'm trying to earn a level of consent here in the last minute before something heinous.
To try to, are you gonna try and stick him inside Ocean?
Yeah, I want to push him. I want to be like, thank you so much.
Full
and just be like,
disclosure, you cannot just do that. You
Well,
will.
that's what I'm saying. Is if Matt's ready and receiving, then we can do this. So if a roll for it, and we team do the guy. You know what I mean? Because we still gotta have the two people.
So
the
this
dog and
roll-
Tony and the dog.
Did you just say that you team do the guy?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right.
That's gonna end up in a montage somewhere on YouTube, and I'm gonna be incredibly ashamed.
Oh, man, I'm getting a lot of good clips out of this episode. So team do the guy.
Doing my resume.
We are going to. So you guys are going to try to, against his will, essentially eat this other creature. I mean, that's what it equates to. You're essentially trying to eat him while he's fully alive.
Yeah, it's a full-on Kirby type of situation.
Fly leaf situation.
Before we find out how this is going to go, now as Oshin and Welson are giving each other significant glances, I think that's where we're going to take our break. So, if you want to find out if they can stuff an entire Zealocry inside of a Ketra, like that, stay tuned. Because we're going to find out. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll be right back.
And we're gonna find
We'll
out.
fuck around and find out.
Cool.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back from the break. We all went to the bathroom and didn't wash our hands. I am the game master of Fresh Out the Box, and today we're playing The Wild Sea.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective, turned tabletop titan and improv comedian. And since it's Thursday, I'll be reprising my role as Sarast, the sentient colony of spiders and resident doomsayer aboard the USS Buddy Junkyard.
Hi, I'm Misha. I come over here from Dice Carnival. Since it's Thursday, I'll be playing Anaikian, the aspiring monster hunter who's a 10-year-old. Oh no.
Hey folks, I'm Matt Murphy, but tonight I'm playing Oshin. Stay tuned to watch him get more pregnant than he already is.
What a horrible sentence.
I'm Kian. I made that dope ass music you were just fucking losing your mind to in the intermission.
Sure.
And I'll be playing the giant robot that can manipulate magnetic fields and impersonate the voice of any pretty lady he wants to. Boy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Sorry for jumping in late. I am Kevin. It's good to be back, and today I will be reprising my role as
Wilson Ors, and I am a Mothrin and a navigator.
Shout out to Toyzilla Network. Check out the Toyzilla Network if you want to stay up to date on collectibles, toys, watch people that voice cartoon characters sign their pop figures and like talk about their characters. It's really cool. They do a lot of cool stuff. I believe they had Azula on one time, which is pretty cool. Everybody got booned. Curvin, Mert, Guri, and Mersha got booned. And then The Musician. I love that track from Vampire Bites.
It's Vampire Bites.
Vampire Bites is great.
Yeah, well put.
I didn't know what to say. Simply put, Vampire Bites is the best. So, where we last left off, I think you guys are trying to shove an NPC inside.
Not you guys.
Yeah.
No,
One person,
you guys.
wanted to do that.
I believe.
All right, so we know who's not coming when we have to do some dirt, right? Mr. Snitchy Poo over here.
So, I have a couple questions about this world.
Yeah.
And how I am in it. As one of these Ketra, am I covered in goo? In that magic goo that lives on the bottom of the...
The way that we've been describing you, you do seem to be kind of jellyfishy and like maybe like lightly slimy.
All right.
Maybe just when you're excited. I don't know. But we're about to find out because we're all about to get excited. So go ahead and attack this poor NPC.
Okay. I'm going to use iron so that I can get as strong of a foundation as possible to really just give him a good nudge. I want to use... So I would like to use, like, sense, if this is possible, and I will explain why. I have been passing glances with Oshin,
Yeah.
as you can recall, and I feel like we probably have a plan together. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Don't really even know the guy that well because I jumped onto their ship like 4 episodes ago. But I feel like it's just go time. So I would like to use sense to wait for my moment because I feel like I'm not going first based on our glances, right? Could I use iron and sense for this?
Yeah, go ahead. For the setup, go ahead and roll them dice.
Hot. Probably should have mentioned this in advance. I have 3 in sense, so I'm going to roll 4 dice.
I have a Game Master power-up, so I am going to cut one of your dice.
How does that work? Because I got double 2s and a 5.
Looks like I'm
You
going
have
to cut
the
that.
lowest one?
I'm going to cut the last one that rolled, so the 2. So you get a conflict. So what was your intention? Was to like get a good foundation so Oshin can consume this guy?
I don't know. I don't think it's that simple. I feel like I'm like ready to like push the guy into him.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for the right moment because I feel like Oshin's going to give me some sort of signal.
Oshin, go ahead and what you doing?
So, hold on. I want to just like slap on his body. I want to like touch my full body to his full body, all at once,
Okay.
like just like that, and then like consume him.
All right, give me. It's not going to be quite that easy, but go ahead and roll.
All right, what can I roll for something like that? I think veils and
Sure.
finesse.
Yeah, those both sound right. All right, go ahead and give me that roll.
All right, I got a 4.
So, you both got conflict. So you guys kind of like sandwich this Zealocry made out of beetles. Some of the beetles do get pushed into you. Some of them are definitely starting to wriggle in your goo, which is gross. I do enjoy... There is a conflict here. I do enjoy Vampire Bite's suggestion. You start to consume a little bit of your friend. Your hand slips inside Oshin's body as part of the conflict.
Who, mine?
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, at this point, I have not recorporealized, although I was gonna do that, so maybe we could still get the hand stuck, but...
If you didn't recorporealize, what happens is funnier.
Well, I guess I wanted to push him in, so I would have recorporealized.
Yeah, if you didn't recorporealize,
Well,
then he just kind of got pushed through your body.
That's true. I guess I would have been ineffective. So yeah, okay, my hands are stuck. And I don't have any more spots for a circle on my spectral variant, so I assume that means I can't use it again, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Unless you start burning them.
Nah, I'm not ready to do that. I'm gonna write it out. I'm just gonna be like, oh dear, and I'm just gonna leave my hands inside of Oshin for now. Because in this kind of a situation, you can guarantee that somebody else is going to help figure this out because he has my body inside of his body.
Yeah, someone's going to do something about it, I'm sure. This can't stand. So some of the Beetles definitely get in. Yeah, what's up, Gary?
This would be a great time to give one or both of them some kind of session strange milestone.
Oh, yeah, thanks for the reminder. I actually do forget. Kevin gained the milestone, the minor milestone, stuck on you.
Ooh, can't take my hands off you.
Oh, I like
hand.
that.
Sure, can't keep my hands to myself here. Go ahead and write
It's,
that milestone.
What is it called?
As long just make sure it has hands and something about touching.
So I like this because most of the minor milestones I've gotten have come from getting Matt pregnant, and I feel like that's just downright shameful at this point.
Yeah, and this
There's
one
no
is
shame
like,
in that.
can't keep my hands off of you. So you got something.
Being a father.
You got something developing over here.
Don't be ashamed of that.
No, I think it's adorable. Hey Jenny, thanks for the 16 months
Whoa.
of subscription. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
That might be as long as we've been streaming.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, baby. For the record, I didn't just call some random viewer a baby. That's my girlfriend. But yeah, so you were stuck, Matt. You can also gain the milestone. Not quite pregnant enough.
Oh, challenge accepted. You done fucked up now, John.
I like that. You said it's a minor one?
Yeah, it's a minor milestone. You'll get a major one if you ever actually give birth.
But that was an adult NPC.
Yeah, so some of the Beetles are wriggling around inside your translucent flesh.
You've been enhanced by the Beatles.
And
You
it
shall be no
does...
more with the Beatles.
It doesn't feel great. They are not, what do you call it? Fetal. They are alive, and they start to, like, eat you a little bit. They start nomming on you. Not to the point where you're like, I'm dying, just to the point where you're like, that itches. But, so this Zealocry is going to kind of beetle out and, like, step away from you guys. Why? What's going on? He'll start to look around. We do not wish to be part of your collective.
No.
I do apologize. I believe I found myself to have lost my footing as I was recorporealizing. You must forgive me.
And then I would like to attempt to shove him into Oshin's body.
Everyone else is complicit, alright? So while
Okay, so my biggest question is, first of all, where are we?
you're in a
What's
jail
around?
cell, a secret passageway just opened up, and you guys are in the process of escaping prison after having murdered a guard and freed this prisoner.
Right, no, but what the room or environment, sorry.
You are in a jail cell that has very little. There's like a stone bench to sleep on and a hole. And then the door now has the daughter of Bob looking in on you guys. There they are! They're escaping! But you were
Can I try to stop them from getting at us?
Yeah, you can try. You can like close the
Yeah.
door or something.
Yeah, I can. I'll close the door and. What's the door is metal, right?
The
Can I
door.
supercharge it?
Sure.
Can I infuse it with electricity in order to keep them from getting in?
You would have to keep touching it in theory. But You could leave something on it.
I'm not doing anything else in the scene right now, so I can just be holding the door.
Okay, so you electrify the door.
Yeah.
The daughter. Yeah.
Can I use a mixture of items to create a certain effect?
Yeah.
So a while back, Oshin gave me a length of chain,
Mhm.
and a while back, I earned a chunk of pure resin,
Yes.
as you put it. Your words, not
Yes.
mine.
Pure resin.
Pure resin. Who knows what that could refer to?
Refer to a lot
I
of
would
things,
like
but
to-
yeah.
I would like to hook up this chain with Big Boy's permission to an outlet of Big Boy's to electrify it and thus heat it up, and use the chunk of pure resin to try and stick these bugs together as a solid shape. Like how they are currently, I want to sort of form them that way, like dipping it in wax or trapping it in amber, so
Like-
that then I can charge it into Oshin's body.
Keon has inserted a charging cord into his belly button.
Butthole.
IRL. You're trying to stick resin on the Zealocry or on the beetles that are inside of Oshin?
No, so the Zealocry that has stepped away, I've apologized for tripping into him, and I would now like to heat up this resin, hopefully using it to stick him together, sort of like a glue.
So
that he's solid enough to push.
I would
into
like to
Oshin.
point out that melting resin with an electrified chain is going to take at least a minute. This Zealocry is going to start to leave. You'd be like, it's okay, we all make mistakes, and he's going to start going. He's trying to escape prison. I mean, you can try to stop him, but like right now, he doesn't even know that he's in a conflict. So he's just like, let's continue to escape.
All right, I'm putting my chain and resin away, and I'm just gonna sit down, cross-legged on the floor.
If you stay there, they will catch you. We must leave. But he starts to go down the stairs. Because I can't think of a reason why he wouldn't.
Your hand is still inside of the machine. Right?
It's not like a perma-stuck thing. His hand's just kind of... I mean, you could just pull him out.
That was easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be sitting on the ground like that, yeah, with my hands still.
You
stuck in
can
it.
also leave your hands inside of him, yes.
I mean, I'm going to
Can I-
for now.
Okay. What you doing, big boy?
Well, I was gonna see if you want me to, if I could deliver his hand out of Oshin like it is a child, because of course I can access some medical knowledge from some fucking shit from my internet brain.
I have zero capacity to stop you from doing that.
Okay.
People
I
don't
just
realize
don't know
how
what
powerless you are as a game master sometimes.
Yeah. I guess I'll do Grace and Brace
Uh-huh.
and my boon. So I'll do 3.
Okay, using a boon for it. I like it. I enjoy that you're rolling for this because that implies you can mess up. And I can't wait to figure that out.
I know what I'm doing.
I got booned. Thank you so much, vampire.
Got a 5.
So, yeah, you pull the hand out of Oshin.
You're so close. You're doing so great. Oh, you're so close.
And the hand does eventually wrench free. The conflict, I guess, is that your hand is now sticky, Kevin.
Yeah, one man's conflict, John. That's all I've got to say. You know what I mean?
One man's conflict. Oh.
I must say that was quite a pleasant experience. How was it for you, Oshin?
It was super duper.
And you, big boy?
I believe I integrated new data about the pleasures of being a living life form. Thank you.
And how about our spectators? Anna, Sarast, how do you feel?
It was horrible. One of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, which is saying a lot. I'm made out of arachnids.
I was focusing on other matters, like making sure that the police don't get us.
I couldn't look away. It was like staring at a train crash.
Well, aftercare is important, as they say, so I'm glad that everyone's feeling just fine. We'll have to do it again sometime.
As
I'm
this
not-
is happening,
I feel queasy.
Misha, Anna notices that the guards have realized that the door's electrified after one of them got knocked out, and they're now getting bows, and they're starting to get bows and come towards the doors. They're gonna start shooting.
Can
in
I
there.
can I do one more thing?
Yeah.
I think
Can I try and do the voice imitation again, but to imitate that girl's dead father?
Oh my
to See
God.
if that'll pick it
So
or
not only can you do that, you can actually speak using his ghost because his dead body's
Oh,
nearby. Yeah,
I can burn one of them.
you can. Would you like to do that?
Okay. Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment.
I think you should give him a minor milestone.
Yeah, minor milestone. Papa? Question
So
mark.
if I'm burning it, do I even need to roll, or do I just?
You do not need to roll. No.
You just tell him what happens. I think.
Yeah. So, read to me your ability real quick, so I understand the full implications of what's going on.
It's called vocal recovery. Can mimic any sound. Burn one to speak the truth of a lost sailor.
Okay. So, Big Boy starts talking in the voice of the guard that Matt brutally homicided earlier, to his daughter, who was
I
on the
believe it was
other
an
side.
accident.
It was very vindictively not an accident.
That's circumstantial, Jahan.
The daughter is on the other side of the bar, is trying to get in. You start speaking with her dad's voice. What do you want to tell her? What do you want to do with this? I'll give you some agency here.
Baby girl, I don't know what happened. One moment I thought I heard a horrible, disgusting woman that sounded just like your mother, Anne. And the next I was getting choked to death with a vine, and then everything went black. There's nothing after you die. It's all darkness. It's all black. And then I woke up inside of this robot body. Leave. Run for the heavens. Get rid of all your material possessions. This life is pointless. Its existence is futile and limited. I love you, but I love your sisters more. My goal with that is to break her emotionally, so she just leaves.
Papa, no. What are you saying? And she'll start to cry. Man, oh boy. Yeah, she'll start crying. I mean, I don't know. If you asked me, if you gave me a list and said, "Hey, how do you make people cry?" I would put this close to the top. This is pretty good. So she starts crying. I'll never forgive you for this. And she'll leave. Yeah, she'll leave. She was talking to Oshin when she said that, though. She'll be back.
Nice.
But she'll lose heart for now.
All
what
right.
just happened?
The other guards whose fathers did not die, however, will bring bows and arrows to the door and start to point them in. And by start to point them in, I mean they're gonna start shooting arrows in here real quick.
All right, you know what? I think it's time for me to clear them out. I recovered, and it's like basically a bunch of guards.
Yeah, there's 3 of them out there.
Okay. All right, y'all. Do I try to bop them with my thunder shout, or do I go all in?
Well, there are 5 of us and only 3 of them. I'd say our odds are pretty fair.
I guess so. All right. That means I'm just gonna go in with my Phantom Blade. It's okay, time to take him out.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull my blade of Dirty Sanchez out of my backpack and follow her.
You do have that.
Yeah, unfortunately I do. It stinks up my whole bag,
Yeah.
and my bird hates it.
At least your hand was already sticky. All right. So you
So don't drop the sword, pervert.
are you attacking them from this side of the door, or are you opening the door? Misha.
I do. All right. I'm gonna open the door. I think it's good enough to open the door now because we're all prepared to jump in.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and attack one of these poor sods.
Woo.
Can I make a nerdy ass injection here? The
All
door
right.
is electrified. It has closed now. Is the electricity potentially arcing between the two metal structures from the door frame itself and the sliding door now?
Still touching the door.
She stopped touching the door, so the electric current's going.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
Bummer. I was hoping for a force field. Or a force field of sorts.
I am the force field. Anything coming at you needs to come through me.
There you go. Go ahead and kill one of these poor guys just doing their job. So, that...
Wait, okay, I'm gonna use my boon. Can I use my boon?
Sure.
I think everyone actually has gotten 2.
Everyone's got 2 so far, yeah.
Yeah, so you may have another one, Kian and Misha.
Nice.
I'll use the last one.
Okay.
Wow.
So this is a saying. Oh, they couldn't see what you rolled. So she rolled a 2 and a 3, and then a 1, and then a 1. So...
Oh, doubles.
That's true, but this is disaster. Let me see what disaster with a twist even looks like.
Sounds
Wait,
something
my
you could
highest
do
was a
with
3.
Derek.
3 is a disaster?
Yes, 3, 2, and 1 are all disaster.
Ah, shit.
A,
Sorry, y'all.
Disaster with a twist is whenever you get brownies and chocolate chips and cookie dough and put everything else like the cheesecake bites all in a blizzard.
I'm going to make this one interesting and fun. So when you stop magnetizing the door, or when you stop electrifying the door, you have inadvertently magnetized it. It is locked shut. And you cannot get to the other side of them. So they have a distinct advantage because they have bows and arrows. So as you try to burst through the door and attack them, you're like, huh, the door's stuck. So that's why you failed on that. But now I need you to not get shot by arrows. So go ahead and defend yourself.
That's gonna be a... What's the thing I always default to?
You do grace.
Brace.
Yeah. Oh, brace?
That's what I default to.
Okay.
That's a 6. There's my luck.
So you just ha knock him away with your sword. No problemo. What are the rest of you guys doing? They can no longer get to you guys, but they can shoot in here.
I'm gonna shoot at them.
Oh yeah, you have a bow. Yeah, go ahead.
And I will use...
It's been a while.
Yeah. I want to use teeth and destroy.
I need you to not get shot.
And the bow. A 5.
Barely.
And what else, dude? And what else?
Oh man. So yeah, fring. So what happens is all those ones are reflected in the magnetism throws your arrow off, and you shoot a different guy than you meant to. In an attack though, with a twist, it usually means that you essentially critically hit the guy. So he gets shot. Let me mark his little shooty boy. He got shot with guy gets shot with an arrow. He lets an arrow fly on accident. Matt, do not get shot by this arrow.
Okay.
And because he let it fly on accident, I guess get a bonus dice
Okay, cool.
to defend.
I'm gonna use Grace and Leap. And what kind of a room am I in right now? It's pretty short, right?
It's a small room, yeah.
Alright, cool.
It's like a small holding cell for 1 or 2 people.
Nice. I got a 6.
So yeah, you just duck under the arrow. It goes wide. It wasn't a very good shot on his part. What does everyone else want to do?
Maybe we should refrain from killing the local militia. It might be in our best minds to just get the hell out of here.
The door is closed.
There is a secret passage that the other guy went through.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that other guy dipped out somehow.
And that guy escaped like 2 turns ago. He's not very far because of how time works in turn space, but you don't see him anymore.
Going down that same pathway, and when I put my hands up against the roof, you kind of see it's just spiders crawling along the roof, not really me moving my hands so much. I'm just sort of this moving mass down the hallway.
That's what spiders sound like for some reason right now. Raspberry. But yeah, so your Zealocry leaves. Mothrin, what are you doing?
I'm going to continue walking behind Misha, because that's what I'd started to do, and I'm going to just poke my sword, this infected, nasty blade of Dirty Sanchez, through the bars and stab that one guy that didn't get shot, that was supposed to get shot by Matt.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to turn around and just walk into the secret passageway. I'm going to go at him like Mafia at 1:30 p.m. style.
Go ahead and roll to stab the guy.
Okay. I'm going to go for veils on this one because I'm trying to do it in like a way that does not cause attention. I pretty much just pace forward, stick him with the infection, walk away.
Yeah, usually you don't want
veils.
someone to see a Dirty Sanchez coming.
If you say so, dude. We can
Jenny,
agree to
leave him.
disagree.
Leave him, Jenny. Leave him.
What do you think about stealth? Veils and stealth.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, you're sneak attacking a guy.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do Veils, Stealth, and use one of my 3 boons for a total of 4 Ds. And we're going to go for double 4s and double 3s.
That's conflict with a twist. So you do stab the guy. You stab him pretty good, even. It goes deep in there. But the narrative twist here is that, well, because it's a conflict, one of them grabs your hand. Like, I got him!
Is it my sticky one? It
Yes,
matters to me.
it's definitely your sticky one.
Yes, dude. Joke's on him. Alright, continue, my bad.
Yeah, so you are now captured again, kind of. So if you want to do anything other than stand at the door and stab people through it, you have to, like, escape. Gotcha.
Okay. I would like to escape.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Is this Blade of Dirty Sanchez, is there a potential for it to have some sort of catastrophic effect? I want to sort of combine the infection aspect of it with the burning of a minor milestone, if you will allow me, to create something awful.
What do you want to make?
So I've got a minor milestone called Sower of Chaos.
Okay.
And I'm thinking that maybe this infection does not spread the way that I was thinking that it did, and it turns more into a Raccoon City type of situation. You know what I mean? And we bounce after I do that. And it's an accident, you know what I mean? So I know the Doomsayer is going to be bummed out, but, like, it was a fucking accident. And they happen sometimes, you know what I mean? I was just trying to be gangster, and shit went sideways, and we're all just going to move on. But I would like to try and... I would like to try and trigger an end stage event for this community by burning a minor milestone.
I'll let something happen. If that's what you want to do here, go ahead.
It's an accident, though. I don't want to. It just happens. I'm trying to be true to the story here.
So you stab this guy.
He could, that guard could go and spread it amongst all of the scarab heads in the jail.
Yeah, so it does. This guard does look like he might do drugs. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Apparently, Dirty Sanchez Blade and the Scarab drug have an adverse effect when mixed together. And he does rapidly develop rabies-like symptoms. You pull back from the bar, and he starts fighting his comrade. Whoa, what's he doing?
I'm gonna grab Anna by the shoulder because I believe she's near me. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be like, "Oh shit, oh shit." I want her to know that this is an accident and that I'm very sorry. There's gonna be a look of sadness in my eyes that you can see beyond my death mask, and it's gonna be deep. It's gonna be profound.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yes, very good.
Big boy, what are you doing?
I am thankful that I don't have an immune system, but I think we should escape at once. And I fucking leave. I'll go down the tunnel.
The only person that hasn't said they love this room is Oshin.
Yeah, I'll leave. I want to make sure that this zombie problem is getting worse and worse before I leave.
Yeah, it happens pretty quick. So he straight up kills the other two guards. Neither of them get up or anything, but then you hear all the people that escaped with you guys like wandering around the hallways. They're like, "Whoa, what's wrong with you, man?" Ah! And then it's not good.
Nice. All right, I'll leave.
That's why we can't have nice things. So you guys go down this secret passageway that opened up an hour ago. I don't know where it goes anymore. Eventually, you see
The dead end.
It was a trick! You guys now have to escape the zombie jail. Mezuk, the Zealocry of Beetles, is waiting at the bottom of the stairwell. It does appear to be kind of a dead end.
I'm sorry. I'm blocked in down here. It's a dead end. Turn around.
I would be such a piece of shit if I did that.
You are a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit. Alright, so he does open another secret door. Obviously, the exit door of a secret passageway also has to be secret. And it looks like it leads outside. You guys go. I assume you go. So, you guys go outside. You can see the sky. It is daytime again. It does seem to be like dawnish. You're looking around, you adjusting your eyes. You're like, ah. But you guys seem to be on the outskirts of town. You're standing mostly just on Beetle. There's not really, anything on this part. You look around. You're to the side of the castle, the main structure.
Has anyone else realized that we lost our compatriot quite some time ago?
Oh. Wait, I'm not there. I'm still with Dirty Sanchez.
Who'd you lose?
The prince.
Geoff Joldblum.
Geoff Joldblum.
Yeah, was that the prince?
And Snake. Yeah, no, that's Snake Thrillin' Balls.
Yeah, Geoff Joldblum was his attendant.
I've got a wanted poster for him, and we had him at some point. So
Yeah,
I've got
you guys-
a note that I have a wanted poster for him for some
Yeah, you guys totally ditched that guy to go casino hopping and doing drugs.
Yes, and then we lost track of things.
We have a hangover situation? Is that what you're telling me? So we left this fool in a fucking zombie city when he was fucked up? That's nuts, dude. That's
He's on the roof.
In our defense, it wasn't a zombie city at the time.
He's been hazed.
So Mezok, the prince.
Yes, we rescued him from pirates and brought him here this very day.
Excellent. Take me to him if you would. I am a friend.
I'm afraid that he was madly ingesting scarab, and we've lost track of him.
That's so. In case you don't know, that's not true. But you can tell him that if you want to.
Yeah, no, the rest of us were the ones doing drugs.
Yeah.
Yes, he wandered off and bought some scarab from a mushroom man in an alleyway. Then he started wandering around, touching people's heads. And now we're here. I'm not sure where he's gone off to, that rapscallion.
I have to find him. If the prince is back in the city, we must help him reclaim the throne.
So I believe I missed out on this situation, but was anybody did anybody get weird when they got fucked up and maybe touched him too much, or was anybody closer to him than somebody else, for example?
He was pretty much never with them for that part. They just kind of went exploring on their own, more or less.
We walked into the market, and Misha's character started checking out a casino The rest of us were jacking around, and then we all went to buy drugs and lost track of the guys. And then we all got blasted on drugs and arrested.
Hey, what happens in Scarab City, am I right?
My man.
But yeah, so you guys are on the outskirts of town. Mezuk, the Zealocry, wants to start looking for the prince. Well, will you help me find him, or must I go it alone?
I will follow you, sir. I miss the prince. He smelled like my mother.
Who's your mom?
Robots do not have mothers. I was trying to feign sentimentality for sympathy.
We don't work for free. If you'd like us to help you find your prince, we'll have to take payment.
We want money.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. The double speak was going on. What were you saying, Gary?
You have to pay us if you wish for us to help you. Our services aren't rendered for free.
Well, unfortunately, I do not have anything to give you.
That's okay. We can establish a life bond. You can work on the USS Buddy Junkyard until your debt is paid off.
Well, I must ask you, what would you like from the individual that you are looking for? Perhaps we could just take the individual itself as payment. We do have a dream cocoon that we need to fuel.
No, we need to reassert the prince onto the throne. So, I mean, if you help with that, you could be rewarded, surely.
In that case, we will certainly help.
I'm gonna look at the rest of my crew and wink really big because I want to steal this guy and put him on our ship. Because that's a fucking reward investment that we will have forever. Because he's still the prince as long as we don't kill him. So we can use his dream to fuel a cocoon. So I'm saying a lot with this wink. I'm starting with Oshin because we got an eye thing going apparently. Although I think we fucked it up, but whatever.
Whenever you,
I want to take him, but I'm gonna falsely agree to help because I'm not gonna leave Big Boy behind.
Whenever you try to make a wink or make eyes at Saras, you realize he's just made of thousands and thousands of spiders, and there are just beady eyes all over the place.
They look
I am
like
a Mandarin, so I have like 8 or 16 or some shit eyes. I don't know.
I just want to make it clear that I'm
But
still dripping
there.
in Oshin's ambiotic fluid from delivering the hand. So I'm like a very greasy robot right now, with human gunk or whatever he is. They are.
What do you think the odor is?
Exactly what you think it is.
It tastes like the belief in Scientology.
Smells like vanilla creamer.
It smells like something H.P. Lovecraft write about, where he doesn't fully describe it, so that your mind immediately creates the most horrendous thing that it can create. That's what it smells like.
It
Yeah, it's
smells
more
like fear.
Yeah, more like a Richard Chambers situation. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It smells like pure fear. So, yes. Mezuk, well, then we should hurry. Maybe he went to go find old friends. Well, this way. He'll start leading you into the city. You guys going?
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Before we leave, I want to grab something, make a whole bunch of noise right at the opening that we just came out of, to lead the zombies out into the public.
So, I mean, you can do that, but the door between the zombies and you guys was magnetized shut, if you recall.
I mean, I hate this, and I hate the whole thing. But
I do what I do best.
when the electricity stopped, the magnetism would have stopped, right? Like that's how. We were on a different planet.
I don't know if that's true, but I'm not a scientist.
Look, this sword does solid damage. That breaks structures. And my specialty is breaking things. I'm better at breaking things than anything else.
Don't worry, Bat. The zombies will get out. It's gonna happen. That's how zombies work.
Fine.
Well, that's just great.
But you can still ring the dinner bell. Some homeless actus will look at you and be like, "Yeah, keep it down."
What?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so this guy will lead you into the city. He'll be very cautious. He'll be like waiting at the edge of alleyways, looking around the corner. He'll like usher you guys along. There are a lot of guards out all of a sudden. Somebody let a bunch of people out of the prison, so they're searching around. But you guys start going like in through the backs of like restaurants and stuff. You guys walk through a like carpet store, and eventually you guys wind up in a back room of a music shop. They have like a lot of drums and bongos and that kind of thing.
It's safe to assume the guards are looking for us.
Yeah, the guards are definitely looking for you. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so you guys
Are they, or are they dealing with an impending zombie outbreak that takes precedent over us?
they don't quite know that's happening yet.
Okay, just making sure.
They're not sure that that's a thing yet. And in order to become a zombie, you have to do scarab, so it only really affects some people. Like you guys. Who are definitely susceptible. But yeah, so you guys are in the back of the bongo store. And there'll be a guy with long hair. He looks exactly like Klaus from... what's that show? Umbrella Academy. When he was like the cult leader. He's got like the beard, he's got like the long hair, he's doing the hippie thing, he has like the open shirt, and he's sitting there like doing a little like Def Jam poetry on one of his bongos. And Mezak will go up. Wonderful as always, my friend. And he'll stop and he'll look. Mezak, you finally got out. He'll look at all of you guys. He'll just kind of take it in. And you brought friends. Yes. And they'll start talking about, things that have happened. And they'll mostly ignore you guys while they're talking. You guys can interject at any time. But they'll start talking about the prince is back in town. And hopefully we can use that to overthrow the evil uncle. Avenging Penguin, I did not do it this time.
The prince is in disguise. He and Gif Jeweled-Bloom look like white chicks.
Oh, Geff is here?
Oh, yeah.
I do believe it's time for us to intervene.
Who are you guys intervening with?
I'm whispering that to Sarast in response to his comment.
What do you propose we do?
Well, I think now would be the prime time to kidnap our subject and take him back to our ship, and then get the fuck out of here.
I don't think kidnapping this Selachry is the brightest idea. I believe if we help him, maybe we could put ourselves on the throne, and one of us could drive around this giant scarab.
Perhaps we kidnap both of them then.
Well,
Wouldn't it be hard to kidnap a Zillicry? They can just poof and go everywhere.
yes,
They
and
Well-
have a really big jar.
I do feel bad about infecting the people in the prison, so I suppose we could be helpful for a change.
We don't quite like it being consumed. We Selachry are used to having a freedom that's hard to explain to the others. I don't think he would like being wrapped up inside Oshin.
I see. Nor on the SS Buddy Junkyard. Well, I suppose we should help in that sense.
But yes, I would like to defend myself to Avenging Penguin, because I do a lot of zombie stuff. I did not do this one. Kevin did it on purpose, so I had nothing to do with it.
Well, I remember thematically and according to the story, it was a fucking accident.
I was there. Kevin did not do it on purpose. It's just what the blade of Dirty Sanchez happened to do at the time.
And
who
I
gave
didn't.
him
I
the
didn't
blade of
want
Dirty
the.
Sanchez?
Yeah, but I didn't want the blade of Dirty Sanchez. You can ask the Geist Octopus. I just got it during that episode. We got this shit on YouTube. I'm protected.
You were like, "Hey, can I steal this guy's knife?" That's what
I didn't know it was gonna be full of shit stains and poison, dude. It was an accident.
It's not. You just keep saying it. So I've been
think
rolling
it's
with it. But yeah, so, yeah, you guys are talking about kidnapping the Zellicry and decide not to. It sounds like. But yeah, he'll introduce you to this guy. He's the typical bard style character. His name is Tenderloaf.
Tenderloaf.
Yes.
Like bread.
Yeah.
Like nice, delicious, wonderful bread.
Yes. Tenderloaf.
I just realized I forgot dinner.
Well, that's not good. Yeah, this is my friend Tenderloaf. We once stood in the king's court. Intend to still serve his son. So, are you guys going to help us?
Well, with a name like Tenderloaf, you surely can pay to acquire our services. Your friend here is short on money as we found him deep in a dungeon. But you, Tenderloaf, maybe you could pay our fee.
I mean, if you help us do this, yeah, you'll be paid.
I don't like to work on contingencies. Perhaps we should just let the two of you sort it out by yourselves.
It'd be like, do you want some drums? And he'll start like gesturing around. I don't know what you want, personally. Cause...
I as soon as he says that, I take the drum.
Okay.
Yes, that would be sufficient payment.
So, yeah, add, I guess, a salvage drum. Tenderloaf's drum.
Boom.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, what do you want? You want a drum? Here you go. All right.
Yeah, thanks.
So,
I didn't know what I wanted.
yeah, I can tell. But yeah,
We just need to get paid.
so then
Agreement in drums.
you guys are in. All right, good. We need to find the prince. He must be trying to hide out. Hopefully, he didn't try to go after his uncle on his own. You didn't see anything in the jail, did you? You guys didn't.
No.
Any ideas? They'll put it out. We can check.
Maybe we could find them at a bachelorette party. That's usually where I see white chicks.
Yeah.
Where do the people of Scarab City go for brunch?
Yes, great thinking, big boy.
There's actually a spot that I've heard about which encapsulates both yourself and the Firefly, strangely enough. They've called the brunch spot your fucking mom's house.
Do they serve avocado toast?
It wouldn't be brunch if they didn't.
We really before even way before that, my mom would take me to brunch, and I couldn't sit still, so she'd give me some of like the orange juice, but it tasted a little different from orange juice. It kind of tasted like slightly bitter. It was interesting, but I liked it. And then she'd be like, drink all that and you'll calm down. And I did.
I love to share stories about mothers. My mother was a wriggling mass of spiders.
So
Very pleasing to the optical nerves, I would say, Saras.
Tenderloaf will suggest that you guys go search some of the old safe houses.
Many of my non-Zellicry friends have described her as a sylph.
To Zillicry, I'd like to fuck.
I don't get. Oh shit! Never mind.
I'm saying the quiet part out loud there, but
Thinking to myself, wait, does Wilson and Sarah's just mom? I want to think about this.
I don't believe my mother has come up before this juncture in the conversation.
Do you have? You seem like the kind of person who lacked a specific type of guidance that comes from having a mom. You seem momless.
Yeah, well,
Well, I would agree with you that I did miss out on a specific amount of child rearing, as they would say. But unfortunately, I have repupated so many times that they've all kind of blurred together. I've got a mire that my shit's like all the way fucked up from repupating all these times. I have no idea what's going on. Like my memories are bullshit. It makes no sense. So I'm gonna I'm gonna slip a little bit there behind the mask between like starting a zombie apocalypse in a quiet town and now this. I'm gonna let it sink in a little bit.
Nice.
Do you have support in life?
how about you?
Wouldn't help.
What is your mother?
She's, I got lost when I was a kid, and I guess she's just at home.
At the aquarium, you got lost?
What'd you say?
Did you get lost at the aquarium?
No, not at the aquarium. I was looking for the restroom.
This is like our first legitimate bonding moment ever and truly understanding each other. And then you ask if he comes from the aquarium?
Yes, I do believe that this is not very productive in terms of our overall mission, so I apologize for my offbeat sense of humor. I will probably do it again in all likelihood.
During this, I feel like we're walking through town, and I'm popping my head into different brunch joints, looking around and seeing if I see them.
So, unsurprisingly, you do not see them in any of the brunch joints. And also, there really aren't any. It's not really a
So
thing.
that's what we'll do is walk around looking for brunch joints, and then once we realize there aren't any, I'll turn to the group. Damn, it would seem we've hit a dead end. Maybe we should have just kidnapped the Celacry and gotten on the ship.
Fuck you, Thrust. Fuck you.
And then you finally find a brunch spot. There's a guy eating a hard-boiled egg on a stoop. It's
Must
What?
be the place.
on, like, stairs. He's, like, sitting on the stairs eating an egg. There it is. It's super exclusive. But yeah, so you guys are walking around. The guards do seem to be up to something now at this point. Something seems to be wrong.
Hey man, can I get a bite of your egg?
No, get your own egg.
Dude, I just want a little tiny piece.
No, I said get your own.
Now, I'm going to march up to this. This is unacceptable. This man is carrying 2.5 of my children because he's got a couple of beetles still gnawing on his jelly parts. I'm going to walk up to this guy, and I'm going to take the food as if you were snatching a chain. Now, I will digress temporarily to explain the proper method of chain snatching. You do not separate the chain from the body, but the body from the chain, right? So we are going to pull a effective SWAT side chain snatching method to grab the food from this rude son of a bitch who's denying a pregnant man nourishment.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me a roll.
For that?
Yes, you have to roll to snatch the egg from the man.
All right. I think I have built a proper release chain snatching individual. I'm going to use teeth because we're coming in hot here, right?
Mm.
And I'm going to use strike because I'm going to palm strike. Again, we separate the body from the chain, not the chain from the body.
I'm gonna
the chain's
go
a
ahead.
handle, the body is separated.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend a dungeon master point to cut one of your dice. So roll one less.
Hot. I'm going to boon to undo your cut
Ooh.
and stay right where I shit on that.
Hit him with that
So I will use one of my 2 remaining boons to hang on to my 3 dice. Roll.
Okay.
Double 5s and a 2. I'll take it.
So
And by take it, I mean I'll take that fucking food.
this
for
is
pregnant man.
conflict, which means that you do succeed, but there is conflict. First part of the conflict is going to come in when the egg touches the ground. So it is now a floor egg. If you want to eat it, it has been on the floor. The second part is that this commotion has garnered the attention of not the guards, but some scarab heads that seem to be having a bad day because they are literally frothing at the mouth. They start coming at you from the other side of the alleyway.
So the egg is on the ground right now. Am I correct?
Yeah, the egg is on the ground.
I would like to place it in my mouth, please.
Okay. You do not have to roll.
Awesome. Even better.
Can you, there you go.
You gonna make him mark a track for that, or is that just
No,
a free?
yeah, you can just eat it. And he eats it.
Wow. Okay. Any of us can just eat eggs then.
Yeah, who knew? The guys could be like, "You guys are crazy! I'm getting out of here," and he like leaves.
Wonder how many eggs you can eat in Dungeon Master Ty's game.
Hey, Dungeon Master Ty, how many eggs can we eat in Nuremberg?
So again, keep in mind this is another how many X can we stuff in Y formula, and I'd like you to keep that in mind that we are consistent at the very least, if nothing else. And we appreciate you for being here.
That makes me think, Kevin, whenever we design a tabletop game, we should put a whole section in the table of contents for how much stuff can you stuff into stuff.
We'll just use Matt as the analog.
Well, it's the metrics now. It's so you can stuff one mat per cubic foot, right?
Okay, yeah.
And we have not yet determined the potential maximum ceiling on Matt's capacity. So we are still trying to find our unit of measurement as we continue to stuff random objects into his jelly-like body.
Matt, I'm coming over, and I have a bag of potatoes, and we're gonna do this math. But yeah, so these frothing junkies run at you guys from the end of the alleyway.
Back with my Thundertone.
Yeah.
Cool. Just defensive measure. Yeah, let me roll. So I'm gonna use my good old... You know what? I think I'd like to do an earth-shattering scream that breaks their bones, so I'd like to use break and teeth.
Okay.
Alright.
I like it.
I'd like to break the bone and get double sixes.
It's pretty good. So, little girl runs up and lets out a Fuzrado. And you watch as these frothing scarab heads kind of... You see their bones like snap through their skin and they hit the ground. And they're like... Rah, 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 and they're still trying to like drag their way towards you with their chins.
Okay, let's move on.
I'd like to take this opportunity to perhaps go up to these dying scarab zombie heads and collect some of their spittle, so I could potentially develop a cure for the disease, just in case any of my homies get sick with it.
Okay.
It's possible. I have a study skill
So,
I've never used.
They have a system for this. Go ahead and try to acquire. This is an acquire roll.
Okay.
So go ahead and
Could I
give
use
me...
study for that? Because I'm going to be like studying the spittle.
Sure.
Or no?
I'll let you.
Okay. I don't have scavenge. Okay, so I'll do maybe sharps and because that's like intelligence.
Yeah.
Sharps and study, so I get the 3. Roll 3d6. Nice. I got a 6.
You do get a specimen from this scarab head. You can call it sample of the Sanchez virus, I guess.
Sample of Sanchez. I'll know what that means.
You know, it's Sanchezology. That's how you do it. You learn Sanchezology.
There you go.
Sanchology.
Sanchology.
Anthological studies.
Am I right in assuming that this Eggman, who has since left, was potentially guarding the safe house that we were supposed to enter?
No, he was just a guy eating an egg on some stairs. But
Okay.
he could have coincidentally been in front of the safe house. You haven't
I was
checked.
fucking busted. I want to check in that. I want to check in that. I want to check in that house.
Big boy busted the door.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Good. I'll let you roll for it. I never roll in this game. So, it might be the right house. There's a chance, Keon.
I can delve. This is a time I can delve.
You can delve.
Right?
Yeah, you can delve.
Alright, I'm gonna use again maybe the sharps and the delves.
I was trying to think of how I would figure out if this was the right house, and I'm like, oh yeah, you guys just roll for everything, and then we'll find out.
I got a 5, it's 2-1.
So you found the house with a twist. You bust into the house, and yeah, sure enough, there is Gef Joldbloom and Prince Snake sitting in the room, like terrified, like, oh god! The twist is you doing that got the attention of the guards.
Oh, you piece of shit!
I'm gonna pull the wanted poster for Gef Joldbloom out of my backpack and just stick it right in his face.
That's you, isn't it, you son of a bitch?
Yeah, that's me.
I think you need to come with us.
Yeah.
And I hold up my sword and start crackling with electricity.
To the for what? Just
Like,
to intimidate
come
him?
with us or else.
Oh, so some of the guards.
I would like to intimidate with the death mask aspect, because it is something that is on my face almost all the time, except when I'm meditating in the crow's nest on our journeys, when I'm not driving. So I want to use this aspect. I'd like to burn it, or I mean mark it rather, to not convince everybody in the room, but just Gef Joldbloom that he needs to walk this way.
Okay.
I'd like to confront the guards verbally before they have a chance to kick in the door and come for us.
They don't have to kick in the door because there is no
Yeah,
door.
they've already kicked in.
'Cause
So I'll
Big
be
Boy
like
kicked
waiting in the street
That
to
shit
talk to them.
Okay. No, yeah, make that roll, and we'll see how that goes. Kevin, did you roll?
Not yet. I'm trying to figure out the skills.
Gotcha.
Well, so I'm burning an aspect with the death mask, and I still need to roll to enhance that.
You don't have to burn anything for the death mask.
Or sorry, mark it. I apologize.
I don't think you have to mark it either.
No, as an aspect, if I'm because it treats conflicts as triumphs when trying to unnerve.
Does
or,
does it say that you have to mark it though? What?
Not specifically.
Then you don't have to mark it.
Oh, okay, but it does have a 3-track aspect. I won't mark it. That's fine.
You
We'll
only
figure
you
this
only
out.
mark those when like you take damage or you mess up,
Right on. Okay,
unless
I'm
it
gonna-
specifically says mark to use.
Cool.
I rolled a 4 and doubles to talk to the guards.
Hey, who are you? We're looking for a Zealocry.
No, we're a couple of bounty hunters, and we have found a bounty. We would appreciate it if you would do your due diligence and let us turn a prisoner over to you. Where would we do such a thing? Surely the street isn't the right place for this process?
They'll start. Yeah, go ahead, big boy.
Question. Potentially we could take this criminal and his friend directly to the king of this land so he can try the crimes.
We should probably do so quickly before the virus takes over.
Yes, so we should. All right. So who's in the street with Gary right now?
Big Boy, I think, is...
Sounds like Big Boy is. All right. So, yes, you're right. We would not do it here in the street, but we can't do it at the jail right now. They'll start talking to each other. Yeah, you could take him to the palace. Where's the prisoner?
We have him detained inside with a wanted poster. We have been double-crossed by guards in the past, however. So, please, make a promise to us that you won't take him, or else maybe we won't allow you to see our mark.
You can keep your bounty, but we need to make sure that it gets turned in.
Feel free to lead the way to the palace. We'll follow you.
So you guys are taking the Prince, Mezok, Tenderloaf, and Gef Joldbloom to the palace.
I would like to loudly discuss, with no actual intention of moving on the notion of capturing our guards that are leading the way and using them for more money in terms of a hostage situation. But of course, I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to discuss it loudly, probably at Oshin, because he's probably not going to respond. But I'm going to just lay it on him, and they're going to hear me.
To
The whole way.
What's your desired effect on that? You just doing it for fun?
Not necessarily. I want them to understand that we're not really a group that is to be fucked with, that we sort of lack the sensibilities of regular people, so that in the hopes that they will leverage the situation with the king and maybe get us some more ransom out of the deal because we didn't cause them any harm. Or not ransom, but reward for the bounty, rather.
Yeah.
And yes, also for fun.
So you guys and your little band will head towards the palace, and you will start to see, you'll see a lot of soldiers grouped up outside the front of it. You'll see there are some dead bodies on the ground in front of them. They stabbed a couple people with spears, and you'll be let through into the palace. We got some coming through. You guys will be allowed in through the castle gates. They are closed. They'll let you in through like a side door, and you guys will be in like the entry room. It's very big, very grand. It has those high windows. They don't have any glass in them, but it is still it's very beautiful. A lot of
the bodies that were stabbed, were they people or zombies? Sorry.
I mean, they, it's hard to tell, but I mean, you could probably assume they're zombies. That's what's happening now. Zombies. But it's a zombie apocalypse where not everyone's a zombie. I don't know. It could be fun. So, you guys are in the palace. These big, tall tapestries go from ceiling to floor. They're like 3-story tall tapestries. And it leads up to stairs that kind of circle back around towards the front. There's like an upstairs area up there. But also, if you just keep going straight up the stairs, it leads into like big double doors where the king would be. But these guards will be like, this way, and they'll start leading you somewhere else. You guys go with them?
No.
I'd like to point out the fact that we're going the wrong way as I stop.
What do you mean?
Well, it appears as though the more ornate entrance would be in the different direction than you have chosen. I would like to ask you, quite frankly, do we have a problem here?
No, well, we can't take you to the king. You have to go to the captain of the guard. He handles these. He handles these situations.
I'd like to glance back at Sarast, the Doomsayer, and see what he thinks about the situation.
Yes, I'm sorry. Forgive our arrogance, but the place that we all hail from, we speak directly to the king, not to some god captain. Our customs are different. Perhaps we could speak to your king now, and speak to the god later.
You have to roll for that.
I will reiterate that we have been taken advantage of by guards in the past, as I believe my friend and colleague Zaras had mentioned. So forgive our bit of trepidation in revolving the matter.
I rolled a 4 and double 3s.
They'll look at each other. Well, we have to get the captain either way. If you really want an audience with the king, you can take it up with him. We're not really authorized to make that call. They'll look at each other kind of like nervously.
I'm gonna pretend to misunderstand them and act with joy and be like,
Oh, that's wonderful. So he will meet us in the room with the king as we approach him?
Send him right away.
Thank you so very much.
At the king.
Right inside.
No, you guys have to wait here. And one of them will go off to go get the captain of the guard.
I wonder if we should kidnap this one now that he's alone.
I will continue the ruse.
He'll kind of like move away from you. Eventually the guard captain will come back. He is a pretty big dude with like short cut, like blonde hair, like kind of like a military buzz cut kind of thing. He has like that great scar across his face, you know. And he's wearing more intact beetle armor. It looks like almost like full plate. Oh, you've captured the prince. Did you not realize who this was? He'll say to the other two guards, "Sorry, sir," and they'll apologize. I think the king would greatly enjoy to take this bounty himself. And he'll start leading you towards...
It's all your gods. It's quite pleasurable to come across someone with so much sense.
He'll give you, like, a dirty look. Be like, yeah, sure. He seems, like, unimpressed. He's kind of a dick. So, he will lead you guys to the big double doors. And they will open.
go.
I was making sure you guys aren't doing anything beforehand. Go ahead. The door's open. It is a big room. Not quite as tall as like the opening. It's about 2 stories tall, but there is no like second floor in here. It's just a tall ceiling. All around the sides of the room, there is like a shorter ceiling that goes around, and then there's like pillars in there. But then once you step out from there, it's much taller. There's a bunch of like blue and white tile all across the floor, making all kinds of cool designs. And then there's obviously the big chair sitting on the raised dais with it's gold with purple like felt on it, and then it has a big jewel sitting in the top of the chair.
Oh no, man! Another fucking room filled with pillars, dude.
Pillars?
It's not filled with pillars. They're only on the side, and it's how buildings stay up.
You remember what happened last time, right? Check the fucking Roll20 chat, man. You done stepped in it now.
I do. Oh no, that's right. I do remember. Oh god. But yeah, there are pillars in this room. I hope it helps. I was wondering why you guys were laughing. I forgot about that whole thing.
Body pillars and Tempur-Pedic pillars.
Is there a bed where the
You know,
pillars
those
go on
pillars
top
that are
of the
good
bed?
for your neck if you sleep on your back or on your side or even on your stomach.
There's a bunch of body pillars. But yeah,
Some of them are knocked over because those are just throw pillars.
sitting
Your
in the,
wife's a pillar.
sitting in the throne is a large, like bronze-skinned man, completely bald with a big old mustache, with a more of a diadem than a crown. It's just kind of like the thinner crown. You know what I mean? Going all the way around, and it looks the front part looks kind of like a Hercules beetle. He is sitting kind of comfortably in the chair. He has a few guards around him, and he has a man standing next to him in robes. He looks up and smiles at the prince. Welcome home. And at that, we will call it for this week. Because that's a great stopping point. So, you guys started a zombie apocalypse. I don't know what you guys are doing with the crowned prince. I'm very confused with your intentions here. But we shall find out next week on another episode of Wild Seed. This is our 7th episode. That's 7. It's crazy. Next week, 8. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. This is Wild Seed for Felix Isaacs. You can check it out. Just look it up on Google's. I don't have the link. I should probably get that. But check it out. It's a fun improv-based, low prep game where your players really do have a lot of power to do whatever they want, for better or worse. But hey, fun stuff happens, like Pregnant Oshin. Thank you everyone for watching. I turned off my camera. I have been Johannan at RockFact on Twitter.
I'm Casualty CDG, the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. We also have a podcast called Fresh Out the Podcast.
Matt. Here.
I can hear you. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for joining us. We also have a podcast called Fresh Out the Podcast. It's on all of the podcast things, YouTube and Apple and the Google and Podbean. That's where we talk about movies and video games and streaming shows. It's me and Jahan and our friend Drew, who is better than us and smarter than us and nicer than us. New episode comes out every single Sunday. And if you want to see me and Jahan playing tabletop roleplay games, join us every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. on twitch.tv/Johananon or on our YouTube, Fresh Out the Box, or our Facebook, Fresh Out the Box. Join us tomorrow night, March 25th, as we check out Neurovarden, a brand new game that's going live on Kickstarter by our friend, Dungeon Mr. Ty. I'm going to play some kind of cleric thing, so join us tomorrow night.
I've been Misha. Once again, it's really fun to come back for this week. I come from Dice Carnival, but I wanted to give an additional shout out to Neurovarden this week instead of promoting myself because I've looked into the system. It's really cool. It's really inspired. And also I got to test out some of the mini prints that I believe are going to be coming along with it, and they're really cool. And there's been a lot of work put into the game, so I'm really excited for it. Don't forget to check it out on Kickstarter.
Hey folks, I'm Matt Murphy. Tonight I've been Oshin. I got something to plug tonight, actually. This last week I was working as an electrician and programmer for Fourth Wall Theater Company on a show called Gloria. The show is absolutely amazing. They just opened tonight, so if you get a chance, go check that out. Otherwise, I'll see y'all same time next week.
Nice.
All right. I've been Keon, King Keon on Instagram. I make music. It's me cussing a lot and screaming about stuff, and I'm all angry and angsty and sad. And you just look up my first name, it's Keon, and all of that's on Spotify and iTunes and all the other shit. Hail Satan.
What a lead in. It's been nice once again, guys. I don't plug shit. I'm not nowhere anytime. I'm a big old question mark and a whole douchebag to match. It's been fun. Thanks for having me back, guys. I can't wait for next week to see, I don't know, hopefully the birth of a child at this point. We're going to be 8 episodes deep. I want to see something get born. Regardless, thank you again for being the Firefly. It's been wonderful, and thank you, Fresh Out the Box, for having us all. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone. See you soon.